What is going on, guys? How is it going? We have Spider-Man 2099 issue 7 and we're going to be reviewing it. Now, the previous issue actually left us off in quite an interesting scenario. It was one of my favourite issues in the Spider-Man 2099 series so far. I know I messed up my words there, but yeah, so as usual, guys, I am constantly doing giveaways for comics and this time is no different. So, in order for you guys to win a digital copy of this issue, I just want to know what your favourite character is in the 2099 universe. So it could be the 2099 Punisher, or 2099 Scorpion, or something like that. Now, that's enough talking, guys. We are now going to get into this issue, so let's go. Alright, so this issue picks up right from where the previous issue left off, and as I've already said, the previous issue was actually my favourite issue in the Spider-Man 2099 franchise series sort of thing going on. And one of the main things that I liked about the previous issue was how badass Spider-Man 2099 actually becomes in his own universe. Like when he's in 2014, he's already a bit of a badass, but here in his own element, he's just, he knows everything, he knows everyone. And especially at the end of the previous issue, he actually says something like, "You won't be leaving anytime soon," or something like that to Deimos. And it is just so awesome for it to pick up exactly where the previous issue left off. And as you can see, Spider-Man even goes back to Tyler Stone and confronts him and says, you know, because if you remember, Tyler Stone was the guy that sent him to the year 2014 in the first place. And just that whole confrontation about how they kind of have that friendly banter between them where it's like, oh yeah, I sent you there on purpose, but welcome back. It's just really good to see, especially with like the light-hearted humour. But going back to the comic, we actually have Spider-Man about to dissect Deimos' earlier body that died. And something that's really piqued my interest here is the fact that if you remember in Spider-Man 2099 issue 5, I think it was, it might have been issue 5, don't like quote me on that, but remember when Spider-Man's head hurt every single time an alternate version of himself got killed by Marlon, and then one of the alternate versions of himself actually opened a portal to the 616 universe, and just as he was about to step through the portal with Mary Jane, Marlon grabbed that alternate version of Spider-Man 2099 and killed him. And the equipment that Spider-Man had is the equipment that Spider-Man 2099 is actually giving to Lady Spider right now to figure out. And whilst he's doing that and all that, all this other crazy stuff is going on, and then Deimos begins to break free or go into some kind of meditation type of thing, and that is when all of a sudden he just starts going crazy. And what's really interesting about this one is the fact that Deimos said that he could actually escape from this thing, but he would have to take out the entire Eastern Seaboard power, and he still wouldn't break free. So in order for him to break free, he would have to have some absolute power to be able to do that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like he's breaking free, but Spider-Man said that it will kill him before it lets him free, and indeed it does. So in a way that's a good thing, but technically when Deimos dies, a clone of Deimos actually comes back after them again, so it is not good that Deimos has died. And that's actually quite terrifying to think that every time you kill him, he just keeps coming back. That's pretty messed up. But anyway, another Deimos is already on the way, and then he gets shot by a surprise character that we actually haven't seen in the Spider-Man 2099 comics for a while, and it's actually the 2099 version of Punisher. What's so good about this is the fact that he has such an awesome entrance as well. He actually shoots Deimos clean off his glide bike or whatever it is, his hover motorcycle, and I don't know, it's just one of those action entrances. And look, you can see that he's absolutely kicking the ass of Deimos, but the moment that Punisher misses his shot is the moment that he's going to regret it, because Deimos is going to pounce on him like a cat. And even after that happens, Punisher is still an absolute badass. He kind of reminds me of Blade from the 90s cartoon of Spider-Man, you know, the guy that hunts vampires. He kind of resembles that kind of facial features and stuff. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Punisher returning in the 2099 series, and whether you hope to see him in the future. I mean, I certainly hope to. So as you can see on screen, Punisher actually has a titanium bat now. I actually think it would have been a lot better if he had an adamantium bat, especially in the year 2099. I mean, come on, you're still using titanium in the year 2099? They should have everything adamantium by now. But what's awesome is that he absolutely sets Deimos ablaze. He sets him on fire. and it's more of like a lava flame, which I think is really interesting, and it just burns straight through the floor. And of course, what you've got to remember is that Spider-Man 2099, his universe is more of a giant city, you know, like, it's hundreds and hundreds of stories tall, so when Deimos falls all the way to the floor, it's going to take him a while to get back up. Now, after that, Spider-Man 2099 and Lady Spider actually figure out how to use the device and takes them back to the safe zone. Now, the bad thing is that the safe zone isn't so safe anymore. If you've seen my review for The Amazing Spider-Man issue 12, which of course I think you probably would have if you're reading this comic now, then you'd know that the safe zone has been compromised by the Inheritors. And in case you guys are wondering like why Cosmic Spider-Man is like still there, because in the Amazing Spider-Man comics, Cosmic Spider-Man actually did get turned to dust when Solus actually, you know, absorbed his energy. But I think just because of this issue, I think the artist's preference and stuff like that to really put the point across of which Spider-Men have died, I think he just drew Cosmic Spider-Man dead like that instead of him being a dust skeleton. So I think that's the reason why, in case any of you guys have any questions about that. But also, some of you guys might be thinking, didn't Spider-Man 2099 know that the safe zone had been compromised? And yes, he kind of did. I mean, in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 12, 616 Spider-Man did contact Spider-Man 2099 and say, oh, we're getting beat up out here and stuff like that. But he never actually told him that the safe zone had been compromised. He just said that they were getting slaughtered. So, yeah. But of course, now we know that they found a new safe zone. So, yeah, it's all good. But guys, let me know what you thought in the comments section below. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. I don't actually think it was as good as the previous issue, because of course, the previous issue is one of my favourites so far in this series. But overall, the ending was absolutely fantastic. I thought the dialogue between Deimos and Spider-Man was extremely humorous, in my opinion anyway, and I really like that. And especially the art as well, guys. What did you guys think about that art in this comic? Especially in the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 art. The art has just been getting better and better each issue, and it's just so good. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to go to my Facebook page, because I actually previewed this issue on my Facebook page as well. And yeah, go to the link in the description to like my Facebook page there. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Make sure you hit the like button. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more. And I will see you guys in my next video.